I just rolled out of bed without getting my coffee to come and read this May 2025 developer update. New features, Going Next Prevention, added a system to identify whether a survivor sacrifice is an intentional attempt at going next. If a player is identified as intentionally going next, they will receive a disconnection penalty point. Remove the option to self-unhook on first stage unless they have one of the following equipped: Slippery Meat Perk, Up the Ante Perk, a Luck Offering. Added unlocks the ability to attempt to unhook yourself effect to luck offerings. Survivors are no longer instantly killed after 2 struggle skill checks pass without any input. Please note, the disconnection penalty system is not active on the PTB, so certain effects of going next penalization will not be available to test. We've made the above changes in order to tackle going next from 2 directions, penalizing repeat offenses and limiting exploitability of self-unhooks. By restricting early match self-unhooks to specific perks and offerings, this still allows players to work it into their strategy while limiting cases where it's used in bad faith. Guys, I mainly play solo queue, and the worst part about solo queue is people going next. And it has been for like 2 years. I don't understand why people queue up to immediately give up. There's no reason for it. If you're like at that point, then stop queuing up. This is going to improve my gameplay. It's going to improve thousands of people's gameplays. I'm not even being dramatic. Thousands. You will no longer have that Nancy who brings a map offering and gives up on first hook because she got found first. That's just not a thing anymore. Extreme Hiding Update. Updated AFK detection system. Reminder, if a player is considered AFK, crows will gradually begin spawning above the survivor, beginning with 1 and capping at 3. Once the survivor has 3 crows following them, they lose collision with other players. With this updated system, we've adjusted how the game identifies players who have stopped contributing to a match. While the crow system largely functions as before, an additional effect that 3 crows prevents survivors from intentionally griefing teammates with body blocking, while also preventing the killer from holding survivors hostage. Blood web spending improvements. Added an auto blood web button, which allows you to set how many levels you want to automatically progress through, blood points permitting. It's no secret this is one of the most common community requests, so we are excited to put this in your hands. It's what it says on the tin, so check out the GIF. Oh my god, that's so cool. Even better, remove some recurring pop-ups after you see them once to make your time in the blood web even more snappy. Mori update. Updated the Mori system so that it can now be activated when 2 or more survivors are dead and the following occurs. The second last survivor is hooked and on struggle phase. The final survivor is in one of the following states: healthy, injured, or dying. With this change, killers will be able to activate their Mori earlier, so long as victory is assured, removing the need to wait for any hooked survivors to be sacrificed. This will let players on both sides get back into the action sooner. Map offering updates. Map offerings grant a flat percentage chance of being sent to the associated realm. This chance is no longer a guarantee. Map offerings no longer stack their effect. Map and gameplay affecting offerings are treated as secret during the load screen reveal. By making map and gameplay affecting offerings secret on load screens, our intention is to preserve the element of surprise, preventing the opposing role from starting the match with knowledge of your strategy. I think they just don't want killers to tunnel out people who bring area crows. Spawn rules updates. Adjusted the following spawn rules. Survivors spawn as close together as possible. Survivors spawn on the same floor where applicable. The killer will not spawn at the center of small maps. Change the name of Shroud of Separation to Shroud of Vanishing, and change its effect to nullify offerings that change survivor spawn locations. Change the name of Shroud of Binding to Shroud of Separation, and change its effect to spawn survivors apart from one another. With these changes to spawn rules, survivors will find their spawn locations be more consistent when not affected by offerings. We also know certain Shroud offerings have historically worked counter to what each role might want, so we've adjusted them to better line up with these expectations. Gamma adjustment settings. Added a video category to the graphics setting menu. Added a brightness setting to the video category to adjust gamma. Dead by Daylight is a game that relies heavily on the play between light and dark, which can be difficult to strike a balance between when playing on console, giving them more limited options available. To help alleviate this, we've added a setting for adjusting gamma, which gives players more control over how light and dark elements are displayed. Lowest setting, highest setting. Who's going to play on this? This looks great. That's awesome. Congrats, console players. I have reshade, so I don't know your pain. Well, I do know your pain if I watch console players' streams. Custom match improvements. Increase spectator slots in custom games to 5. Added hotkey inputs to custom matches, spectating to quickly switch the view to a specific character and cycle through character views one by one. Added controller support for the above improvements. That's huge. Guys, so much happens in custom games. Like, we have tournaments, there's scrims, there's comp gameplay. Like, custom matches were just so limited before, and this is like a huge step in the right direction. I am so excited for these. Not only is custom match an easy way to play with friends, it's also a valuable tool for coordinating tournament play. To help streamline its use in these environments, we've added hotkey support to various methods of view switching to make casting on the fly even easier. Plus, with increased spectator slots, tournament organizers have the option to give viewers visibility of all players in a match at once. Even better, we have more improvements coming to custom matches in a future update. Please stay tuned for this. That's so cool. Killer updates, the artist adjusted several add-ons. Well, I wish we had more information on that. I hope that's good. Overall, the artist is in a solid place balance-wise and boasts useful add-ons that meaningfully change how our kit works. To encourage even more pick variety among these, we've adjusted our top and bottom performing add-ons to bring their usefulness more in line with our other options. Stay tuned for the patch notes for specific details on these changes. The Lich. All of the Lich's spells are available at the start of a trial. Reduce cooldowns of all spells. Dispelling Sphere's projectile moves quickly when first cast and slows down over time. Increase the Killer Instinct duration when survivors exit the Dispelling Sphere. That's hard to say. Dispelling Sphere. Exit okay. Increase the attack cooldown period after fly ends. Increase the duration of movement speed of fly. Adjusted mage hand hold time to make it consistent for both killers and survivors, resolving a known bug. Increase the effect of magic items when casting the associated spells. Adjusted several add-ons. For the Lich, much of his power focuses on providing utility over reliability injuring survivors. We've adjusted his 4 spells to increase the frequency in which they can be used to ensure there's more spell slinging. While the quality of life adjustments help make these spells feel smoother to use. On the survivor side of things, we wanted to ensure magic items feel more viable options for countering each spell, so we've buffed them slightly. I can't wait to see more details on this. Perk updates. Updated Call of Brine, updated Dark Devotion, updated Hex Retribution, updated Machine Learning, updated Superior Anatomy, updated Terminus, updating Thrilling Tremors, updated Thwack. Okay, I want to see more info on this. We've adjusted the values on the above perks which boasted lower pick and kill rates to introduce small buffs to increase survivability. Stay tuned for the patch notes for specific details on these value changes. Alright, looking forward to that. Survivor perks. Updated Botany Knowledge, updated Champion Light, updated Counterforce, updated Desperate Measures, updated Empathic Connection, updated Exaltation, updated Light-Footed. Similar to the above, we've updated values on some perks with lower performance, introducing small buffs. We'll share the exact values in the coming patch notes. Overall, this is a huge update. I love most of it. I'm the most excited for the Going Next prevention and the blood web spending, honestly. Mori update, I mean, that's okay. I just feel like everyone's just going to abandon still. I love the map offering update. The spawn rules kind of scare me. If a killer has lethal, I feel like it makes it a lot more lethal. But you might start seeing people bringing Shadow Separation more. This is huge for console players. The custom match improvements are insane. I love them. I can't wait to see what they're doing with customs. Customs has been like underutilized for years when that's like, I don't know, there's tournaments going on almost weekly. People do scrims. I do scrims. Things like that. I can't wait to see more changes to them. This is already huge. I need more details for these changes to give my opinion. But what I do see, I love. How do you guys feel about these changes? I'd love to hear what you think. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.